Okay, we are live. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you can hear me. I want to know over in the comments if you can hear us okay, because I'm obviously not in my office right now. So let's put down in the comments if you can hear and how the video is. We're gonna be like kind of praying to the internet gods of this conference room that everything is good. So, okay, we're getting some yeses in here. Yes, good. I can hear. Reload video. Kyle is live. Okay, so people are seeing it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to just chime in here. Tell us where you're coming from, where you're watching tonight, and if you're excited. Because two people are going to win dirt bikes, as you know. So we did the December sweepstakes, and we had two bikes, right? We had a 2023 KTM 300 XC TBI bike, bad A bike, the newest thing ever. And then we also have the 2022 KTM 300 XCW, right? So two KTMs, unprecedented, just amazing bikes. It looks like a lot of people are chiming in here where this comments are going crazy. We've got almost 1,000 people on. So here's the way this works. Here's what we're going to do tonight. We have the 10 finalists for the sweepstakes. I don't notify finalists in advance. So if you haven't been contacted by me, don't worry, you're still in the running. We've had 26 prior winners. Tonight, we're going to have our 27th and 28th winner. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Tell me who else is excited. Let's see, where else are we doing? Okay, the other thing I need to just mention is that we are going to be drawing out the runner-up first for the sweepstakes, and then I will try to call them and get them on the phone right here and see if we can do that live. We'll talk to that person. Fingers crossed. I need everybody to kind of put out the good vibes. Look at all these comments. There's like hundreds of stuff just burning through. I need everybody to put out the good vibes that will actually get the people on the phone, because it's much more fun. You do not have to be present to win, but it's much more fun, as many of you know if you are. We'll talk to that person for just a little bit. Then we're going to draw out the grand prize winner. The grand prize winner gets the dubious task. I don't know if it's dubious. They get the task of picking which bike they're going to win. So that runner-up person doesn't get to pick which bike. The grand prize winner is going to pick which bike they want, and then the runner-up gets the spoils. So that's how this works. We've done it a few times. Just want to call out another couple of things. I just want to thank everybody who participated in these sweepstakes. This would not be possible without your support. So hats off to you guys. The reason why pushing 30 people have won dirt bikes is because of you and your support. So if you've used my website to buy anything, or if you've used Rocky Mountain ATV, you are literally the reason why this still works. So also, sorry about the scumbags that are trying to mimic what we're doing. So I was getting emails and DMs every day of the sweepstakes of like, hey, this person reached out to me on Instagram or whatever and said, hey, is this legit? It is not legit. I do not reach out to you via social media. I don't reach out to you via Instagram or anything like that. So keep that in mind as these things go forward. There's a lot of people that are trying to imitate this. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and I will go for that. Also, shipping costs on things. I know it sucks. Thank you so much for the people that paid shipping and saw like you went through those shipping costs. What it costs to ship, what I charge you to get it to you is not enough to actually make it there. And I subsidize. I'm in the whole thousands of dollars on every single invoice that we do. So I just wanted to call that out. So those are the things. We've got almost 1,600 people here waiting. So I actually have my friend Shan here, and she is going to help me draw out these names. Are you so excited?
So pumped. Super stoked.
I'm super stoked because a lot of times I haven't had any help on this, and it's kind of like emotionally draining when I'm here by myself.
Yeah.
Here by myself. I'm usually not here by myself because this isn't my house, but we're making the most of it. So is everybody ready to find out who the runner-up winner is going to be? I mean, we're only 4 minutes into this. Let's see in the comments if we are ready to pick our runner-up. The way this has worked is all the data, like if you bought anything from me, or if you use the Rocky Mountain ATV links, or if you signed up for text messages for the first time, or signed up on my email list for the first time, all that data goes to a sweepstakes administrator in California. They're called Sweepstakes Pros, and I pay them a crap ton of money every time to administer these things. Also, they take in the postcards too, because you could send in a postcard. They get all that data and they do a mathematical equation, and based on the number of entries, they pull these finalists out. So now we have 10 names. I have no control over who those names are. I have no idea who they are. They're picked totally at random with a random number generator is how that works. Then those names come to me. They're right here on this list, which I don't want to show you because it has contact information. Then what we've done is we've taken all of those names and we've put them into this bucket pot, into the pot, literally into the pot. I was going to do my hat, but we decided we would do the pot. So those names are in the pot. So we will draw out those two. We'll draw out those two names. They will be the winners. And then afterwards, if you guys are still interested, we'll say the names of the people who didn't actually get polled. Before I do this, these are very stressful nights for me. A lot of times, it's stressful because there's so many people will sit there and there are some people that kind of get upset that they didn't win, or there are some people who are like, oh, this was rigged or whatever. And I'm sitting here trying to run a business and trying to make it as completely fair and transparent as possible. But there are certain things I just can't show you because of privacy restrictions. But these are things that I can show you. So we will show you who the finalists are at the end if you want. So, okay, here we're going to do. Bunch of pansies, Kyle, like people are over here. But yeah, it's been hard. There are times like I will have to shut off my phone tonight because inevitably I will get hate mail and hate text messages from people who didn't win. So these are not always like the funnest nights for me on those things. I do love talking to the winners. I don't love talking to some of the people that get upset. So I just want to throw that out there. Nice. So be nice. So yeah. So without further ado, we're going to have Shan draw out a name. So roll, kind of mix that stuff up. And then this first person out of the pot is going to be our runner up. Okay. So go ahead. What you got? Who you got? Okay. So we've got, is this Greg Streich? Is that like a German name? Greg Streich. He is from Lititz, Pennsylvania. Lititz. Is that how you pronounce that?
Sure.
He's from Pennsylvania.
That's good to me.
You know what's funny is I had a guy reach out to me a little while ago and he's like, you never give dirt bikes to anyone east of the Mississippi. And I literally sent him like 15 bikes that I'd sent east of the Mississippi. This is another person east of the Mississippi that's going to get a bike. So, okay, thank you. Shan already figured out what I'm going to need here. And I try to not. So everybody start putting in the good vibes that Greg is going to pick up the phone. So I'm going to put him on speaker right now. Can you guys hear him or hear that phone? Come on, Greg, pick up. We'll give him a minute too. You know what I did last time is I texted him when they didn't answer. If anybody knows Greg Streich or Streich, could be Strike.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. Greg Streich is not available.
I'm going to leave a message for him.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you
My
may
head's
hang
really
up
big in
or
here.
press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Greg, this is Kyle Brotherson with Dirt Bike Channel. I need to get a hold of you as soon as humanly possible. There's a YouTube live stream and there's 1,900 people waiting to listen to the sound of your voice. I'm going to send you a text message right now. Now there's 1,901 people listening. Okay, bye.
Maybe all right. That was Greg that just got on.
I hope it was. So now we're going to send him a text. We're just going to copy this recent. We're going to message Greg and say, Greg, this is Kyle Brotherson. Oh my gosh, I can't even type. When I'm doing this, Brotherson.
Everyone's comments are like, hey, I'll take it. I'll hold it for him.
I need to talk ASAP. Okay, so we'll give him just a second. Also, I never know how long to wait for these people. So I just texted him, left a message. We'll make sure that he knows we're serious because we're going to call him again. Sometimes I hold the phone weird and you guys can see the number, which I don't want to give his number out. 1,932 people. Let's see if we can crank this up to, if we could get 2,500 people on here live concurrently, I think we probably won't. We're 10 minutes in. We need to crack 2,000 though. Do you guys remember the time that I thought somebody was a scammer on this? And it was like, we were trying to it was all super, some of you people saw
Your
that.
call has been forwarded to an
Okay. So now what we're going to do, since Greg is not answering the phone, we're going to go out and we're going to pick our grand prize winner. Okay. So let's just jumble that back up and we'll pick our grand prize winner and we'll try to get a hold of them. It's okay because really we want to talk to the grand prize winner first because they're the ones that need to pick the bike. So grand prize winner. Ooh, California. We've got Jason Snetzinger in Los Gatos, California. Is that the cat? Is that Los Gatos or whatever?
Yes.
So Jason Snetzinger, I'm going to try to call you right now.
Answer.
Let's write him down. Jason is our grand prize winner. Let's see if we can get him.
This one.
Okay. That's a lot of repetitive numbers.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
555.
All right, Jason. Jason, I hope you're here. This is so much better if we can talk to you. These are pretty anticlimactic.
Hello.
Hey, is this Jason?
Yes, it is.
Jason, do you know who this is?
Yes, Kyle Brotherson. I just want to buy it.
Are you watching the live feed?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm watching the live stream.
Dude, you are the best. You are the best. I don't know if people can hear you. So
Awesome.
So you're watching the live feed. Now tell us a little bit about you're live on YouTube. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's that?
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I don't know where my mic is.
Love riding in California. I got a couple of bikes. I got a KTM 350. I got a YZ 250. Definitely been looking to get a newer bike. So yeah, definitely stoked on this.
That's awesome. So how long you been riding? About how old are you?
I'm 36. I've been riding for 30 years.
36. You've been riding 30 years?
I've been riding since I was 6 years old.
6 years. So you're like 9 times better than me then. Like I've only been riding for like 10, 12 years.
Yeah, well, we got to get together and do some riding then.
So where is Los Gatos? Is it northern? Is it northern?
It's more central California, just south of San Francisco,
Okay.
near Santa Cruz.
Okay, near Santa Cruz. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Are you guys like getting pounded with rain? Because Utah has been getting pounded with snow.
Yeah, no, we got pretty unprecedented rain over the past, pretty much since Christmas. It's been pretty ridiculous with how much rain we've got. But
Yeah, I've hardly been.
obviously, as everybody says, we always need it. So
Yeah, for sure. So have you thought about which bike you want?
what's that?
Have you thought about which bike you want? Because you get a pick.
I take the 23.
You're taking the 23. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the 300. Yeah, I'd see.
That's awesome. Those motors are absolutely incredible. I've got 3 of them. I've got the 300, the 250, and the 125. And honestly, they knocked that out of the park on those new motors.
Awesome.
They're insane.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
who you
Stoked to ride it.
who are you going to call first? Who are you going to tell? And are they even going to believe you?
Oh, I'm calling my brother first.
Oh, that's awesome.
We've been riding together forever, obviously, and yeah, he's gonna be pretty stoked too.
That's awesome. What does he ride?
He's got a Sherfield 300 and a KTM 350.
Okay, cool. He's got the 4 and the 2. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how this will work, Jason. I am going to, well, it might be tomorrow. I'm going to have the sweepstakes administrators reach out to you with your email, which I've got here. It's that Yahoo email.
That's right. Yep.
And they will send over winners validation documents. Those have to be signed in front of a notary. Okay.
Okay.
So just go down to the bank or wherever, get that signed. And at that point, then this becomes official. So it's unofficial until you get that. And so they just need some contact information from you, that type of stuff. But I'll just have them reach out to you. And once that is turned in, then you were official. And then with you being in California, we may be able to figure out like meeting halfway somewhere. We can either ship it, but since you're probably not, we might be able to drive 6 hours a pop and make it happen, like a handoff in person. The other guy who's my runner-up, he's in Pennsylvania, so I'm going to ship the bike to him.
Don't want to make that trek?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to at some point, but it's just like that's a long haul. So, okay, man. Well, congratulations.
Awesome. Oh, dude, I am so stoked right now. You have no idea. I've entered almost every one of yours, either by mail-in or by buying gear. So, no, I appreciate it, man. This is awesome.
Dude.
I'm just beside myself right now.
Well, I'm going to have to go look and see what your purchase history is like. I am so thankful. Like, it literally is people like you that make this possible. So any of the support, I mean, I just like you fed my family. You've been feeding my family, for the last few years, if you've been entering these things. So,
yeah.
Okay, man.
I've been entering just about every one. So
that's awesome. You are the man. Yeah. Did I butcher your last name? Is it Snetzinger? How do you pronounce it?
No, perfect. That's it. Just like it says. Yeah, just like you read it there. Perfect.
Okay. By the way, I'm not going to tell your email on the air, but that is really funny.
I had that one since high school. Yeah.
Yeah, it has something to do with titanium, but it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a very good one. Okay, Jason, I'll cut you loose and just watch. It may be tomorrow when you get the email, but like you're in. Okay.
Awesome. That's so cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Okay. I'm going to try to get my runner up on the phone. Right. Okay. See ya.
All right.
Okay. Bye. Okay. So, I mean, that's a 50% success. See, the last time we did this, we got both of them on the phone, but we're going to try to call Greg again and just see and what's funny is a lot of people will say, dude, you just pick some other name. I feel I have never felt comfortable with that. I want to, because who knows, the guy, he might be working, we have no idea. So I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. So we're calling Greg again. If we could get Greg on the phone, that would be epic. Pennsylvania. So yeah, we're going to be shipping a bike to the East Coast and the West Coast this time, which is super fun.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Okay, so we'll give him just another minute. Here's what we could do. Is anybody interested in finding out who the other finalists are? I say this because sometimes people get upset if they find out they were a finalist, but we'll just see in the comments. I think most people want to see yes. We're getting blasted with yes. Now, just a word on this, just because you're a finalist now, it doesn't disqualify you from winning in the future. These are literally randomly generated using a random number generator. So just because you've won here, just because you're a finalist, it doesn't mean you'd never win in the future. So I just wanted to make that clear. So we've got Patrick Kafka. Is that how you pronounce that? Kafka from Lone Tree, Colorado. Patrick, you were one of my finalists. Scott Hambrick from Georgia. I don't have Scott's city, but Scott Hambrick from Georgia. Some of them we have limited information on because they come in off postcards or whatever. We've got Keith Moore from Orlando, Florida. We had, John Prather from Cobb, California. Had a couple of California. By the way, California, you guys are awesome. Here's another one. Joanne Rich from San Leandro, California. So I had three? I probably had 3 California finalists. It stands to reason because California is a big state. So Michael Bird, where's that? From Crymora. Michael Bird from Crymora, Virginia. And 2 more in here. We had Pedrick Sheffer. Is that how you pronounce your name, Pedrick? Pedrick Sheffer from York, Pennsylvania. And then last, but certainly not least, and then we'll try to call Greg one more time. He probably won't answer. We got Trent Howie from Boise, Idaho. Boise. By the way, Idaho punches way above its weight class for, I shouldn't say, hey, if you're in California, just know that Utah and Idaho sucks and you don't want to come visit us. Here's the problem. Utah now is the fastest growing state in the nation, and it means I can't afford housing anymore. So I just want to put it out there that Utah sucks. We need some people to maybe not come in so that Kyle can buy a house, because that would be really nice. Okay, so here we go. We're going to call Greg one more time. And then if he doesn't answer, I think we'll just have to cut him loose. We'll just have to cut you guys loose and do this a little bit later. I'll try to record it if I can when he does call me back, if possible. It's tricky though, because I never know when they're going to call back. Yeah, look at these people like, yeah, Utah sucks. Still got 1,000 people on though. See, here's the thing. You guys know that you haven't won, and there's still over 1,000 people watching this. Yeah.
Your call has been.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we know that Greg is getting he's going to get the XCW. So, man, thank you so much. We got that's a 50% hit rate. You'll just have to kind of let me know in the comments if you still want me to do these live. I have done them where they were not live before, and it's a little bit easier to kind of produce something cool. We've also done them live, a lot of them live, and basically just trying to make it fun and make it show that like this stuff is real. We really have real names in here. But let me know in the comments, do we want to keep them live or what do we want to do? Also in the comments, let me know if you're excited about this. In March, here's what I'm planning. The next sweepstakes will be March. We've got a YZ450 FX, okay? And we have a Gas EC300 from my buddy Tyler. If you haven't seen Tyler's his Instagram, it's at Enduro Builds. He's been making this insane, like upgrading this insane gas. It's a TPI bike that he's converted over to carburetor, and we're sparing no expense. There's a lot of money in that bike. It is going to be probably a $25,000 motorcycle. That will be in the next sweepstakes along with that YZ 450 FX. So that will be March. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, so go over and check out Tyler's Instagram page. It's at Enduro Builds, I believe. And he's calling it the Iron Horse. So it is going to be a one of a kind. If you win that March sweepstakes, you will have a bike that doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. It's absolutely freaking amazing. Oh, I mean, unless you get the YZ, the YZ is great too. But I need to go up into Idaho and pick up the YZ. I was going to do that earlier this week, but then my truck was in the shop. So had a wheel bearing go out on the front of my truck. So we had to kind of get that sorted out. So, okay. I just want to say thank you one more time. Congratulations to Jason Snetzinger, grand prize winner, and our runner-up is Greg Streak, however we pronounce it. So we've got winners from California and Pennsylvania, and I think that's it, man. I wish we could have talked to him. I keep stalling to see if he'll call me back or text me back, but okay, I'll talk to him a little bit later. So thank you so much, everybody, and still have 700 people. What are you guys waiting for? I want to thank Shan for like drawing out the names.
Yeah,
you did so well.
Thank you.
You did so well. I feel like you deserve like a high five or something. Well, that was really loud. Okay. All right. Everybody have a really great night, and we'll catch up with you soon. Leave a single track. Okay.
Fun.